Hey everyone, this is the Black Manga Critic here with a review of Shokugeki no Soma chapter 235. Now, this was a great chapter. I'm also going to try to do manga reviews of Shokugeki no Soma on the regular. It's just that things have been, like a lot of things have happened in terms of like my doctoral work, in terms of like this substitute teaching gig that I'm going to be starting soon. So, I'm going to be pretty busy, but I'm going to come out with these chapter reviews on the regular. I know there are a lot of people out there that love this manga. I will say that I will never come out with like anime reviews of Food Wars just because I don't really see the point. That's just me, for myself. If other people want to do that, that's like their prerogative and that's fine and that's cool and everything like that. But like I feel like if I've read the manga, and I already know what's gonna happen, I don't see why I'm doing anime reviews because there's something a little like for me like a little disingenuous about it. But I don't know, maybe like there's other stuff that people can like feel like they want to talk about. Maybe they do it because some people are actually anime only viewers, and if that's the case, then that's cool. Like I understand that. But for me, I'm just not gonna do it because like I'm a manga reader. I already know what's gonna happen. It doesn't make sense for me to be like, "Whoa, that was amazing," when I've already been amazed in the manga chapter. So that's just me. But to get into the actual chapter, this was a great chapter. Again, one thing that I'll say is that like I read Shokugeki no Soma because I like cooking, I like baking, I like making food. So whenever I'm reading a Shokugeki no Soma chapter, I'm always picking things up. It's not just like, oh, this is a neat shonen narrative and slash story, and like I'm really interested in Soma's growth as a character and blah blah blah. Like that's like all well and good, and I am, but like I'm particularly interested in this manga because of chapters like this, where you like as like a someone who bakes and someone who cooks, like you're very much so aware of how particular ingredients affect the palate of like your of the people that are eating your food, right? So like if some so like the fact that like right, Eizan used this like multiple ingredients, right, that were like intricate they were not intricate, like integral in just like fucking up Takumi's like dish, right? Like that was like awesome. Like I'm sorry, but like look, there's a way in which like the characters already know that Eizan's like a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like we already know he's a piece of shit. So at this point, if you're not really prepared for Eizan to do piece of shit stuff while he's cooking, it's like, dude, like you're a little naive, man. Like Takumi, if you were not ready for that, like you were a little naive. Something tells me that Takumi was prepared for it because at the end of the chapter had a cliffhanger. It's a typical Shokugeki no Soma cliffhanger where it's like, oh my god, Takumi, the character made a dish. Then this character made another dish, and like it's like typical like Shokugeki no Soma stuff. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not. But I am really interested in seeing what happens because I want to see how Takumi counteracted the use of right, like the use of like the certain like ingredients right, that like are in anchovies and other like what was it, like miraculin or something like that, right, that cause things to taste sweet because they negate the taste buds for like sourness and like and stuff like that. So that was phenomenal. That was like really interesting, and I really love the way that like this is sort of like an old school Shokugeki battle in the way that like the chefs really use the taste of things, right, the taste of the ingredients and stuff like that in the way that like the palate takes them in. Because at the beginning of Shokugeki no Soma, pretty much every match was like about glutamic acid, right? It was about MSG, and it was about like, oh, how much MSG can you put in like these foods, or like natural MSG, right? Like can you put in these foods to make them taste like phenomenal, right? And then eventually it got to a place where it was like where it wasn't about that. So I'm really interested in seeing like where Takumi's gonna go to counteract Eizan's fuckery, right? Because that's what it is. I mean, Eizan is a shithead, and he's all about fuckery, but it's entertaining fuckery. So there's that. I also want to say that like I really loved the way that like they showed that Eizan is a character that like is clearly like a douche, but he's very intelligent. He knows what the fuck he's doing. He's worthy of being an Elite 10 member. He's a great fucking cook. He doesn't fuck around when it comes to the cooking. You know what I mean? Like he knows what he's doing. So I really appreciate all of that. I also really appreciate that like again there is a way in which like Takumi is basically like a scrub when it comes to you know, the environment of Totsuki, I believe is how it's pronounced, but I'm not sure, right? And but like, yo, like he's basically a scrub, you know. It's like he ain't a part of the Elite 10. It's like, yes, he's battling against them, and like, you know, he's not part of Central or anything like that, so he's a rebel, and like that, you know, that sort of elevates him in a way in terms of the story for us. But like for the characters in that story, and for most of the students at Totsuki, like Aldumi's a scrub. Takumi's a scrub. He's not only is he a scrub, but he's a rebel scrub. So he's like lower than dirt. You know what I mean? So there's a way in which like he's really up against like this massive wall that is the Elite 10, right? But again, I'm really interested but I love Takumi. So I'm really interested in seeing like how this underdog fight is going to go. Because this whole battle, right? This whole team battle is an underdog versus like, you know, superpower, right? So I'm really interested in seeing where it'll go. Something tells me that maybe Takumi also used anchovies or something like that, or he used similar ingredients for his pizza, because right, like you know, I do feel that like there might be a way which like, you know, or maybe he didn't use anchovies, maybe he used ingredients for his pizza that might have been particularly sweet, because I will say like there's a way in which like sometimes individuals in America, when they make pizza, like shitty like pizza shops, they'll like add sugar into like their sauce, the tomato sauce or whatever, and it's like you can tell and it just tastes fucking gross. But maybe Takumi did something to where, you know, he changed the tomato, like he changed the sauce in the pizza, he changed the dough or something like that. Maybe it's like a sweet kind of pizza or something like that, like it's like a pizza pastry. So that'll be really interesting to see. If he did something like that, I'd be like, yo, Takumi, my dude, like good shit, man. You know what I mean? So I'm really interested in seeing that. Again, I'm like you know, I love cooking. I love baking in particular. So this is a battle that's really, really interesting to me. I'm really interested to see what Momo will do with her stuff. You know, because like now, like, you know, because her stuff will taste better because of what Eizan did, right? But like, I'm really interested in seeing like how like sweetness is used as a combat tool in cooking. That's like great. That's like awesome. I really love this chapter. It was really good. You know, again, maybe there's stuff in the chapter that like I overlooked, but I just like when I do these reviews, I just want to talk about what I want to talk about, right? Like now, if you want to have a discussion about other stuff in the discussion, you know, in the discussion like below in the comments section, that's fine. Like we can have like those conversations, but I'm just going to talk about what I want to talk about. So this is a review of Shokugeki no Soma chapter 235. I'm the Black Manga Critic, and I'm out.